from the 50. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady being chased out left. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now Brady. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, 34 yards. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On first down, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
And even 40 yards.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Fournette going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point put through by Succop, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 29, Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Third and 2, Herbert. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Fournette running right. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? This will be fielded inside the 5 and able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing again on second down. Brady flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 73 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brady now on first down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st down. Here we go on 4th. Herbert buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 10, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Brady now on first down. It's Miller, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Fournette on the counter. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs get a bit closer.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Herbert on first down now. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Eckler now between the tackles. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On play action, now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are in great shape. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First play, first pass for Brady.
He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 44, Brady flushed out right. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 33. Play action, now it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. In motion right is Evans. On play action, it's Brady.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. It was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Forced out to his left.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Brady to throw.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Brady. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
On second and goal, Brady flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Right there. 54 here I come.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Reggie Gilliam
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a play fake. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Lavonte David. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Ryan Succop for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Allen going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 7, Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 77 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To try again after the sack, Brady. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Gage as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Mike Edwards picks it off. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive.
He's got a man complete.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis.
46 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Well, now how about this return?
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Again, it's Brady.
This one taken in by Otten. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Evans comes in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. to the air. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 38 yards.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Again, it's Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, here's Fournette. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, Fournette. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Succop's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flush to his right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the gun, Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
Succop's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Allen. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. He'll buy some time right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A handoff to Fournette. And some space here.
And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Fournette, a 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. One final try now for Brady. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First carry for James Conner.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line.
On 2nd and 12, Murray eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Arizona.
54 yards. Always a benefit to have a quarterback that can roam outside of the pocket, make that throw, and I guess it's helpful to have a guy that can come down with a ball like that.
All of that ties in together perfectly. Imagine being on the other side of the ball, though. You think you've got coverage. The play gets extended. Now you've got to find a receiver to plaster onto before the ball gets there. Very difficult to do.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Again, it's Conner. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
The first carry now. This is Williams.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Murray and company going for it on 4th.
Got a man. It's McBride complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Darrell Williams
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, LA. Mike Williams, 88 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 67 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very solid gain of 27. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Play fake, Murray. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Murray now on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Williams brings it in.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Herbert on first down now. And this is incomplete.
Austin Eckler, the intended target.
And now it's second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That'll be caught by Anderson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The slot man in motion right. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out Got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. Herbert operating from the red zone. That is caught. And he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Isaiah Spiller. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Herbert throwing again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Eckler again, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Austin Eckler as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Moore, the man in motion. Play action. Now it's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Slot man moves right. Now Murray off play action. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They fake the handoff. Now Murray looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Flush to his right. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Murray now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now Williams running left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football.